Welcome to the Albert and Billy Show on WUAT AM 1110 and on Channel 18 Valley TV and on YouTube. Hello, everybody. Hello, Papa.
Good afternoon, sir, and good afternoon to all the folks watching and listening.
And Papa is promoting Pikeville Proud.
Yes, I am.
And the symbol on his shirt is, well, they're made differently. Like yours is a little different.
Well, mine should be different. It's
Yeah.
tailored.
Well, true. But here is the symbol from it, Pikeville Proud, living on slow time. And Sharon Cranwell come up with this, and she sold the concept to the chamber. She gave it to them, gave the rights to them for you can have shirts made for you. Pikeville, living life, or it says loving life on slow time, and that's the clock in town on the tote bag here. You see it? So I like that.
Did you read what it says? It gave the
yeah, and it says proud since 1816.
1816.
Sure
Did you believe
does.
that's 300 years ago almost?
I know it.
Would it be
I know
301?
it. And she says Pikeville Proud is a concept and design created by her, Sharon Cranwell. Cranwell. Excuse me. To promote the pride of the, what does that say? Citizenry and the lifestyle of truly loving life on slow time here in Pikeville, Tennessee. Sharon has been coming to Pikeville for over 33 years, and now she and her husband, Dr. John Cranwell, have made Pikeville their home. Having lived here now over a year and a half, Sharon wanted to find a way to give back to the community that has been so welcoming to her. Sharon is giving the rights and ownership of her design concept to the Chamber of Commerce here in Pikeville in hopes that they will continue to use it as a way to make money for chamber-sponsored events and projects.
Good deal.
It's a wonderful marketing tool, and people have been so receptive and proud to wear the t-shirt, hoodie, and carry the tote bag. People here truly are Pikeville Proud. I like that.
Am I the first one then to flout it?
Yes, yes.
Proudly?
Proudly. And it's been we've been giving some of the t-shirts away, and we gave a hoodie away on the Top 10 Countdown, which that's on Thursdays. They call trivia. It's prizes on the trivia. So I like it. I like that idea. So thank you to Sharon for doing that.
Sharon
That's good.
Cranwell.
I know. Cranwell.
You
just can't wait to zing me, can you?
No, I just want you to let the people know it's not Cranwell.
I remember I said it again. I said Cranwell.
Cranwell?
Yeah, Cranwell. Cranwell, we got that right. Cranwell. All right, radio listeners, there's a benefit for Gregory Red Rains tomorrow at the Lusk Community Center. Food served starting at 1 p.m. The auction will start at 4 p.m. They'll have food, live music, door prizes, including a quilt, a 65-quart Yeti cooler, a hog.
Wow.
And more. That's
Cooked?
What I'm assuming.
No, it won't be cooked. You got to catch the thing, probably.
I don't know. I'm just reading what it says, folks. I don't know. Call Teddy Smith for more info, 554-3829, or Susan Olinger at 298-4563.
I've never heard of a hog being given away like that.
I haven't either.
Yeah,
I don't know what to say. Also, for the radio listeners, tomorrow there's a Halloween breakfast out at the Fall Creek Falls Fire Department from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. They'll have scrambled eggs, biscuits and gravy, pancakes, hash browns, country ham, bacon, sausage, fried bologna, fresh fruit with coffee, orange juice, and hot chocolate to drink. $6 a plate. All proceeds go to the Fall Creek Falls Fire Department. There'll be children's games and prizes given away, plus a costume contest at 10:30 a.m. And the Blitzel County Sheriff's Department, Toys for Tots.
already started.
Bucking bull rifle. And this is a picture of it. A bucking bull rifle.
Wow.
And there's a picture of it.
I've never been on one of those.
All proceeds goes towards Toys for Tots. You do not have to be present to win. The drawing will take place on December 1st, and tickets are $2 a piece, or $3 for three tickets for $5. There we go. If interested, call Paula Peters at 298-7170 or Haley Fugit at 453-8111, or Stacy Watson at 618-7821.
Well, Paula would let me win that, wouldn't she?
She should rig it for you, shouldn't she?
She should.
That'd be the good daughter thing to do.
Well, I would give them 5.
Now here, this is interesting. We just got this today. This is for listeners and viewers. This is going to be on Thursday, November 16th. The first annual Holidays, Home, and High Heels. It's a fashion show, dinner, and holiday market.
Whoa.
Thursday, November 16th at the Pottville Municipal Building.
Yeah, right down in my neighborhood.
Right beside you. They'll have a social hour and
my
shopping. House. Yeah, your house. that's from 4 to 5:30. And then at 6 o'clock, they will have a dinner and fashion show.
How much does it cost?
And it costs $15. All proceeds benefit the Pottville Main Street Committee projects.
That's the first of probably many.
And you can get with Lola Sales.
First annual.
You can get with Lola Sales at her shop. It's Lola's, one of our sponsors, for more information about this and to get tickets, because it is limited seating.
Well, that'll just be a little over 2 weeks away, won't it? The 16th?
No, it's more than 2 weeks, but...
Well, no, okay, Wednesday's the 1st.
Yeah.
It's Wednesday's the 1st, so a little over 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good deal.
Yeah, sure does. I like that.
Pikeville is on the upswing. Think you not?
It is, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. Wonder what we're going to have right over here when the fire department moves.
An antique mall.
We're going to have an antique mall?
Yes, sir.
Well, how about that?
That's really good. I think that is good for tourists. Pottville needs to be a tourist trap. I've said it for years, and it's the truth. You don't use the word
trap.
Well, that's what it is.
Attraction.
Well, why are you being so critical of me today?
I don't like trap. I don't like trap. Carol and I went to a lot
me.
We went to a lot of different towns.
But people do call it that, though. And you know it's not the first time you've heard that. I
have heard of traps where they get you on the
No,
highway.
I know you've heard tourist trap. I know you have.
You're a very knowledgeable vet. But I did not.
Tourist attraction. But anyway, it should be a tourist town.
We're going to have more than one to get them here.
Yes, but just the beauty and the scenery alone, you know, this place really could be a tourist town. It could be.
Should be. Will it be?
I don't know. But I'd like to think so.
He's going to implement the first.
He's trying. He's trying.
And he being Cliff.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. What's his wife's name?
Cliff and Gail Fowler.
Cliff and Gail. Mm-hmm. I think it's good. And they're doing their best to get the fire department ready down there. They are really throwing the blocks at them, buddy. I mean, it's looking good.
Good.
It's going to be so large that we'll have to buy 2 or 3 more fire trucks. For immediate release, this is from
is for radio listeners, because this is going to be on Sunday.
Yeah, this is it's from the Bledsoe County Ministerial Association. Mm-hmm. And they're wanting people to come to this Sunday's singing, which will be out at Mount Crest Methodist Church. It's on Highway 30 West.
Yeah, right by Wheeler, isn't it?
And this singing, they want you to bring food for the food bank.
Yeah, because it benefits that.
And then there will be a meal to follow.
Dinner to follow, it says.
If you want to come and sing a solo, they'll let you.
Right.
They will.
Well, Pawpaw, he'll be there.
Well, they wouldn't want to hear me. Okay, I never have understood why.
We're already getting Christmas stuff.
I know.
You notice that?
It's that way every store you go into. They got Halloween stuff's been pushed out the door. Thanksgiving stuff is already gone. Now you're on Christmas.
Oh, it's like Thanksgiving just gets skipped.
The cards are already depleted. Yeah. You can't pick out a pretty card. They're already gone.
That's crazy.
But here, a bazaar, the word bazaar, I don't understand.
The bazaar that reaches far is what they usually say at the end of it. Yep, I see it.
It's the bazaar.
I told you.
You wouldn't want it to say it's a bazaar.
No, it's not that kind of bazaar.
But it is a crafts and Christmas bazaar. There will be crafts there, and you can buy all this stuff to use for Christmas presents. It's at the Methodist Church, which is right here on Main Street, 2 blocks down.
Yep.
And it will be on November the 4th. That will be next weekend, will it not? Mm-hmm. From 8 o'clock in the morning until 2. That gives you a 6-hour window.
Yeah.
And these crafts and baked goods and, well, Christmas crafts and handmade crafts. But what they want you to do is come in and shop.
Absolutely.
Go ahead and pick out your Christmas present for your loved ones and for your enemies too. Lunches and snacks. Well, don't you have any enemies?
I don't know. I hope not.
Well, you don't ever know.
Never know, do you?
Lunches and snacks available. You gotta
That's good.
Got to have the money, I guess.
I would think so.
423-447-2951 will get you the location, and if you have
information, yeah.
Fundraiser drawings for handmade Afghans and gift basket.
I'm gonna correct you. Handmade Afghans. Nobody calls it Afghans, Papa.
You got to be kidding.
I've never heard it called that.
Send in your vote on which one is correct. And a gift basket. There you can buy a chance on a gift basket.
Oh, okay, yeah, they show a picture.
That's how they're going to raise some money. And I guess the lunch, you have to pay for that. Tickets are available at the church or at Bilbrey Insurance, which is one block away.
That's one of our sponsors right next door on Spring Street.
And if you buy a ticket for any of the homemade Afghans.
Them Afghans.
Wow. Or the gift basket. You do not have to be present.
Well, that's good.
They will notify you if you win.
Wow, you can win and not even have to go.
And what this church is doing, they're generating cash to use for mission endeavors that they are involved in.
That's good.
Oh, that's good. It's the bazaar that reaches far.
I like that.
How far it reaches depends on how much money they got.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you think?
Yeah. You're in rare form today, aren't you?
If you get $10, you got $10 worth of gas, and you can go so far.
That's true.
I'd like to think they get $1,000.
Oh, one more thing I'll say. You can pick up hats, St. Jude hats at Farm Bureau Insurance, another sponsor of ours. They're selling St. Jude hats at Farm Bureau Insurance, and you can come by and pick it up there at the Farm Bureau office. It's $10, and all proceeds go to St. Jude Hospital. And if you have any questions, call 447-2921.
St. Jude, do you realize that this apparatus I've got in my chest, it belongs to St. Jude?
No, wow.
And they have an instrument beside my bed. I had to build a table especially to hold it where it would be the height of my bed. And it tests this apparatus at all times. But they'll notify me that I'll be sure and be home. Well, no, they'll notify me for sure, so I'll be there to be tested some days. I'm tested every 6 months there at home. Then they come to my heart specialist office once every 6 months, and they check it personally. But it's St. Jude, and you know who started St. Jude, don't you?
Was it Danny Thomas?
Danny Thomas.
Yeah.
And his daughter Marlo.
You didn't think I'd know that, did you?
Yeah, I think I'd asked you before.
I don't know.
I've got confidence in you, Billy. I just don't think you know how to pronounce Afghan.
I think I do.
Afghans. We'll find out.
So a lot of Christmas things coming up already. And Christmas concerts are going to start up at the Nickel Road Music Hall. The first one is the day of the Christmas parade. Christmas parade is on November 25th. And I think it starts at 5.
That's 1 month before. I can understand that.
Starts at 5. And then so Carrie will have her first Christmas show right after the parade.
The same day, which will be 1 month before Christmas. I wonder what day Christmas is on this year. The 20th. What?
Monday.
It's on a Monday. Christmas is on a Monday.
So
Okay.
Christmas Eve will be on Sunday.
I know people that have already bought all their gifts. They
Really?
they were wise. They
Yeah.
bought things as they saw them on sale.
Yeah,
At
that's
various
smart.
times during the year, they had someone in mind when they saw something. I'll
That's true.
go ahead and get it right then. You know, of course,
A lot of people don't think to do that.
well,
But those people are wise. That's true.
okay, the minus side of those people like me that wait till December the 24th to buy 5 presents for 5 family members, you know, in 25 seconds.
25 seconds.
You have to have all your money then.
I know.
Or, as most people do, no, as plenty of people do, you charge it till next year. You buy it on credit.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Did you not know that's one way you can buy my nice gift?
Okay. Well, that was a hint if I ever did hear one. All right, well, we'll be right back with this week's trivia and sports of all sorts right here on the Albert and Billy Show. Welcome back to the Albert and Billy Show on WUAT AM 1110 and Channel 18 Valley TV. It's time for this week's trivia.
I'm ready. I hope you
I'm
are.
sure you
But now
are.
listen, I again repeat, I am not putting you on the spot that you must answer these.
Okay.
I just want this to be a conveyance to the people out here who are listening and watching.
Okay.
I want them to consider these questions because 99% of those people, all they got to do is pick up the blame phone and get the answer. That bothers me. I would rather they would spend an hour trying to figure it out than to do that.
Oh, you're talking about getting on Google and it. On the internet. Okay, yeah.
This generation, it's not right that I have to think back all that I've learned all my
I know.
life and they can pick it up just like that.
I agree. I also think you need to at least try to learn to use a computer.
If I could ever learn to spell it, I'd have
Oh, whatever. He's scared to death of them, folks.
I have a hard time clocking in at school.
I can imagine.
On a computer? Question number 1.
All right.
What do you call a litter's littlest?
A runt.
You got that.
There we go.
I thought that'd throw you off when I said a litter's littlest. I thought that was clever. But you
That was clever.
saw right through it, didn't you? Okay, so much for my ingenuity. Question number 2. Bugs Bunny's most famous quote was in the form of a question.
It was, wasn't it? Yeah, what's up, Doc?
You're too... Billy? What'd you have for breakfast, Wheaties?
I must have.
Question number 3. Now, I'm going to see if you can get this one. In football, a TD is 6 points.
Yep.
A field goal is 3.
Mm-hmm.
And a PAT is 1 point.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Now, give me 2 ways to score 2 points in a
2 ways?
in a football game.
I mean, I know a safety's 2 points.
A safety is 2 points. How else can you get 2 points in a football game?
2 points.
Your thinkability is not thinking.
2 points.
Because
Oh, you can go for it after a touchdown and get 2
There
points.
you go.
Okay, yeah.
Billy, I'm so proud of you. I don't even feel like asking you anymore. You're batting 1,000. But see, again, I repeat, this is not for you. It's for everybody out here.
Right.
You think everybody knew all those?
Probably not all of them,
No.
though.
Well, you're smart. Question number 4. In baseball, ERA and RBI are pretty common initials.
Yes.
You know what
True.
they stand for. So what does the letter K mean in keeping score, the box score in a baseball game? How is the letter K used? If ERA stands for earned run average,
Mm-hmm.
and RBI stands for runs batted in. That's the pitching part of the game and the hitting part of the game.
Right.
But what does the letter K mean when you see it in a box score? And you have seen it when members of the audience keep up with the game as it progresses by using the letter of the alphabet K.
Is it strikeouts?
Yes, it is strikeout.
Okay.
I don't believe it. I don't believe this.
I'm on a roll. What can I say?
Let me tell you something now.
I had to think about that one.
There's no reason you should know all this. Okay, let me.
You're all over the spectrum today, aren't you?
Well, I want you to tell me now.
From Bugs Bunny to baseball to football.
If you're that smart, what does the K stand for when it's backwards?
Walks.
No.
When it's backwards.
A reversed K. A reversed K. In keeping box score, what does this stand for?
And it's not walks. I don't know then. I don't know that.
You said that a K stood for a strikeout.
Mm-hmm. Oh, is it for a ball?
No.
Walk.
A strikeout means you struck out.
A hit.
A reversed K means, listen, it means, I'm not supposed to tell you though today.
You walked.
No, that's not it. I've got to wait till next week to
You
get
hit
that.
You hit the player.
I want I want people to have to wait till next week.
Well, the reason is because that wasn't even on your trivia question. You just tried to make it harder.
It's right here if you want to read it. No, you need to get the answer then. I'm done, but I'm not that done. That's one you didn't get. You got half of it.
I got half of it by Georgie.
Okay. Next question.
What else would it be?
Next question. Question 5. What is the minor league that the Chattanooga Lookouts play in? What is the name of the league in the minor leagues that Chattanooga plays in?
I guess I'm not going to know that one because I just thought it was the minor league.
Well, it is, but you got minor leagues in Nashville and in Birmingham and.
But they're all in the same minor league, aren't they?
No,
they're not. They're not.
You've got leagues that play each other, like in the baseball. You've got the Central League and the Western.
Oh, you're meaning that what?
What league?
It'll be like the North, South, East, West.
Tennessee belongs to the SEC.
Yeah.
What league does Chattanooga belong to?
The Southern League.
Yeah. Golly. You tell him, Andy.
I completely guessed.
It should be the Southern League. Yeah. Question 6.
I can't believe I got that one.
I can't either. Which conference does Notre Dame football participate in?
That's a trick question, folks, because they don't play in a conference. They're independent.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know that. Yeah. I had to know that. I wouldn't have written it down.
I know.
But you told me that that's just in football.
That's true. That's true. If you can look and see, there are other sports or in the ACC.
Yeah, you told me that.
Mm-hmm.
And I've learned something from you.
Yeah.
I'm not too old to learn, am I?
No, never too old to learn.
I'm getting pretty close. Question 7. What sport are you attending if you are watching a steeplechase? If you're in the stands.
I don't know if I know what a steeplechase is.
If you're in the stands and you're watching a sporting event,
yeah,
and the event you're watching is called a steeplechase, what sport are you watching?
Well, I don't even know. A steeplechase is not even coming into my mind of what that even is.
So you know it won't be football and basketball and baseball,
no?
It's not even volleyball.
It's going to be a sport that we probably don't talk about a whole lot on here.
I bet you're right.
Horse racing.
Come on. That ain't no way.
Did I get that?
Benny?
I just guessed.
I'm done, folks. Ooh, I'm not even going to ask anymore. These are not for you. They're for somebody else. Next question.
That was a complete guess.
Name the mascot of the University of Connecticut.
The Connecticut Huskies. I knew that one.
Yeah, but you don't know all of them, but half of the K. You don't know about the inverted K. I couldn't figure out the word inverted K.
I don't know
the
why,
K,
but I can't figure it out.
The K stands for strikeout. The inverted K, what does it mean?
So that's why, because I'm guessing, so walk was just a natural guess, because it's the opposite of strikeout.
I don't know how walk is based on B-O-B, based on balls, I guess. I don't really know how
maybe.
Next question. This is the 9th one.
Okay.
Name at least 8 schools in Tennessee with football as part of their sport program.
No way, are we talking college?
College, not pros.
Okay. Oh, I was just moved between college and high school, so 8 schools in Tennessee.
College.
That have
at least 8.
They have a football
program.
UT.
That's 1.
Chattanooga.
UTC's 2.
Tennessee Tech.
Tennessee Tech is 3.
How many I got to come up with? 8. MTSU.
MTSU, that's
4.
1, 2. I've just got 3.
Well, Allie's got 4.
It's 4.
I got 4.
Vanderbilt.
That's 5.
East Tennessee State.
That's 6.
Austin P.
Austin P.
Oh God, one more. Tennessee State.
I don't know about Tennessee State. Is there Tennessee State?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, I mean, there is a Tennessee State University. Oh, but I know one.
That's the black.
But it's. I think that is an all-black school. I do. But I think a better answer, because I don't know about Tennessee State for sure. But a better answer would be the University of Memphis.
Memphis, they're ranked number 25.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did I get it? I got it.
Well, that's that many, but now there's more.
Well, I'm sure.
But I asked for 6.
You asked for 8.
I mean 8. One you should have known is Carson Newman.
Yeah.
They're usually a pretty good
about
representation on the field.
Mm-hmm.
And you didn't mention UT Martin.
No, I didn't know for sure if they had one, so they do.
They're competitive. Our last question.
Okay. These have been fun. I'm on a roll.
You're doing well. I mean, if I were grading, I'd have to give you a 95 so far.
I would think so, at least. That's even being stingy.
Last question. Can you name at least 6 sports programs in the state of Florida that are tied to football?
In Florida, okay.
Florida.
The University of Florida.
That ought to be 1.
University of Miami Hurricanes.
That ought to be 2.
Florida State Seminoles.
Florida State ought to be 3.
How many have I got to come up with for Florida?
6.
Whew. Man, you're making these tough. Well, those are your big 3 right there. So
those are the biggest 3.
Florida Gulf Coast.
Gulf Coast.
South Florida.
That is 5.
And Central Florida.
Central Florida is 6. You did well. Jacksonville State is in the same league with Chattanooga.
Okay.
UTC. That's all. That's the only one you didn't mention. Who is that? Okay, that's all of the sports trivia questions we had.
Well, that was good. That was good.
Are you ready now for the sports of all sorts?
Yeah, let's take a quick break and we'll be back to sports of all sorts.
All right.
Welcome back to the Albert and Billy Show on WUAT Radio, Channel 18 Valley TV, and you can check us out on YouTube. Just type in the Albert and Billy Show YouTube, and you can watch every single episode. And we've done talked about 2 of our sponsors. We're also sponsored by Scotty's right here in downtown Pikeville. We're sponsored by Citizens Tri-County Bank. We're sponsored by It's Lola's, which we mentioned her earlier, just right down the street from us here at WUAT. We're sponsored by Subway on the Bypass. You can get breakfast there now at 7 a.m. Sponsored by Michael Walker and Carolyn Terry at the courthouse and Zach Ollendorf. Also, I'm going. I always. This is a very new one. I'm literally going to get it out of my wallet here. Rustic Roots.
Rustic Roots Events.
Yes, that's it. And that's a new business, folks. And we're sponsoring another new. That's Melissa Bayless and Rachel Brewer, and they're right next to the Coachman Inn, the old Coachman Inn.
Right.
And also a new sponsor is right behind us at the Old Movies and More, the Farmhouse Chandelier Cafe, and owner Sonia Ollendorf and Marietta Putnam. So I want to thank them for sponsoring us as well. Chime in anytime.
Bill Bridge.
Marvin Smith. Yeah, I mentioned them though, remember?
Did you? Okay, what about Farm Bureau?
I mentioned them, remember? I said they were sponsored. We talked about those earlier. I did a story.
What about on Highway 30?
Or an event. Yeah, Little Mountain Video out on Highway 30 West. And then, of course, as Papa said, Farm Bureau and Bilberry Insurance.
What about your mother?
I did say Citizens Bank. I did say that.
I didn't hear you.
You go ahead and pay attention. And Marvin Smith and the Highway Department.
Yeah, you said that.
I think I covered all the bases there.
Well, that's good because we got to have them.
I think I did. And I don't think I forgot anybody.
Yeah. We got to have, I mean, my salary has to be paid.
We're very thankful to our sponsors. Very thankful. All right, Papa. Let's get to it.
Sports of all sorts. It used to be that the third Saturday in October was a very special day.
It was a complete joke. A complete joke.
I said it used to be.
I'm glad you said that.
Because people that live in Tennessee that wore orange, Clorox orange, they wanted to be around a television or a radio. Or
you are in rare form today.
Or they had to be in the stands with 102,000 other yelling idiots to watch Tennessee and Alabama play football on the 3rd October, the 3rd Saturday of October. Well, last Saturday was the 3rd Saturday of October.
Wasn't it a bummer, let me tell you.
Well, now let me say.
Then they go on after that and lose again.
Let me say.
It was a blowout.
Is that the way you describe it?
I do. Embarrassing.
How?
Even one of Tennessee's players, after he scored, finally, he flips Alabama fans off.
Did it cost him?
Yeah. It's like, what are you trying to prove? Big deal, you scored a touchdown. You're down like 50-0. Ain't you bad?
What was the score now? What was the score?
It was bad.
41-7.
Yeah.
But here's the thing about it. The University of Tennessee 121st edition of a football team on the field, they had 7 first downs in the game. Alabama had 35.
That right there is just alarming. That's pitiful.
Tennessee had 128 yards. They had 604 yards.
That's pitiful too. No defense whatsoever.
Well,
and not much offense.
I am more concerned with the offense than I am the defense, believe it or not.
Well, neither one of them's good.
We held Alabama to 41 points. Held them.
Yeah.
But can you imagine 128 yards of total offense by Larry Scott's led
That's terrible.
Defense. I mean, offense. That's an average of 27 yards per quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
what's funny about this?
Tell me what's funny. I didn't laugh
good old
a bit.
Bright Butch Jones, the genius that he is, and I'm being sarcastic, fired the offense coordinator last year, right?
Yeah.
And
to bring in
and Tennessee's
Larry
offense.
Scott.
Tennessee's offense was great last year. The defense was the problem.
Yeah.
He fires the one guy doing his job right and keeps the defensive coordinator and hires Larry Scott, and they ain't done jack squat. Butch Jones, sorry, buddy, you need to be fired immediately, ASAP.
No, not before the game tomorrow. We play Kentucky.
Oh yeah, he'll have something to say then after they get a win.
Now,
he's been pretty quiet lately.
To further compound the situation, we have now gone 14 quarters without scoring an offensive touchdown.
That's sad.
That is not permissible. I mean, if you're playing in the SEC and you go that many quarters without making a touchdown, that is sad. That is sad. Okay.
It is sad. It's pathetic.
Tennessee is not ranked, and Alabama is ranked number 1. There is disparity there.
That just shows you how far Tennessee has fallen.
That shows you how. Because since Saban has been at Alabama, we have had to face him. He's won 4 national championships, so we know he's good. But
very good.
We have lost.
They're a dynasty now.
We have lost 11 games in a row since Saban came to Florida.
Yeah.
I mean,
to Alabama.
The first season, we've not won a game.
From the looks of it, we're not going to be able to beat them anytime soon.
Okay. The non-conference games, we've won 3. The conference games, we've lost 4. Tennessee's record, with it being 3-4, should we win out? Should we win out? Do you know how many wins we would have with 3 right now?
6.
We'd have
7.
9 wins.
We'll have
Should we win out?
Okay, that is right. But we're not going to win
in
out.
a bowl game. But now
we're not going to win out.
Let's talk about this bowl game situation. Kentucky's won 5 and lost 2. Should they win tomorrow, they'll be bowl eligible. Do you think they have an incentive to beat the snot out of Tennessee?
Of course they do.
They do. Now Tennessee's job tomorrow, their big chore tomorrow, is going to be how to win a game against Kentucky without their number 1 football rusher. John Kelly has been suspended.
Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Tennessee does lose to Kentucky.
I wouldn't either. They're 5-2. We're 3-4.
I'm over it. Like, Butch Jones needs to be gone. Pack his bags. See you, buddy.
Well,
I don't want to hear no more brick by brick bull crap. It's over. It's over.
Okay.
You can't coach, bud. Go back to where you come from.
All right, let's talk about baseball.
Yeah, of course you want to talk about that because your Dodgers is in the World Series.
They're in the World Series. They won the first game. But they lost last night.
Yeah, I know. I just hate that for you.
11 innings, though. We were competitive. 7-6.
I was just told I need to rub it in. I really was told that.
Well,
to the Houston Astros.
But let me tell you something. Tennessee, Dodgers won 104 ball games out of 162. That's pretty daggum good. But Houston won 102.
Yeah,
so they are an evenly balanced team on either side, whichever one puts their uniform on the way that they do.
It's true.
It's 50-50. It's flip a coin.
I agree.
So now we've played 2 at Dodger Stadium. We've got to play 3 now in Houston. And that will be tonight. The 3rd game will be tonight.
You nervous for them?
Well, I would rather they had won the 2nd game. No, it wasn't last night.
And folks, if you hear people talking, we do have an audience here today, and you're going to see 2 of them, aren't they, shortly?
Okay.
Sawyer Zane's back for the first time
in a long time.
Our last Halloween episode, and we film our Halloween episode tomorrow at Boo Bash.
Yeah.
So it's the first time in a year Sawyer's been here. CJ's back. He's been missing for a while too.
They both probably a head taller than they were.
I know it.
Okay. The Chattanooga Lookouts have on the Dodger roster 8 players are now drawing their salary as Dodgers that used to play at Chattanooga.
That's pretty cool.
Well, I'll put it this way, 7 players and our pitching coach. Our pitching coach is Honeycutt. And Honeycutt graduated from Lakeview High School.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
the players, and listen, the last two rookies that won Rookie of the Year in the National League came from the Dodgers. This year's Rookie of the Year was Corey Seager.
You're good old Dodgers.
And last year's Doc Peterson. So both of those were Rookies of the Year in 2 years in a row. Both of those played at Chattanooga.
That's pretty cool right there.
Well, I like it.
Chattanooga's doing good then.
Now, who does Bledsoe play tonight?
Tellico Plains.
Tellico Plains.
If they win, they make the playoffs. If they lose, they will not make the playoffs.
Right.
So it's a make or break game for them.
Well, I hope they make it.
Hope so too. And radio listeners, you can listen to the game tonight live on WUAT as always. Mike and Bradley will have a call for you. And kickoff is at 7 p.m. tonight.
I hope they win. I really do. They deserve a win.
Me too.
And I really don't know the status of Tellico Plains to say we have a chance or we don't have a chance.
No, we have a chance. We have a chance.
You'd like to think that if you prepare adequately and you practice, that you'd be competitive with anybody you faced in your division.
Yeah, it should be that way.
You put schools in with competitive schools, comparable schools.
That's right. That's what it's supposed to be.
That's what it should be. Because I don't think Tennessee should play Alabama every Saturday.
Not anymore.
Wouldn't you hate to play a team like Alabama every Saturday?
No.
Why don't we get to play Arkansas?
I know. This is a year we really need to.
They just won a couple of ball games. Why can't we play Ole Miss? They just won 3. They got a 3-4 record, the same as we have.
Yeah, that's true. Which they've got a much better excuse though. They lost their coach. I can kind of see why they're struggling. There's no excuse for Tennessee. There's no excuse.
Who do you think we can win against?
I'm not confident that we can beat anybody now.
Or Kentucky?
Used to, I would never say that.
Vanderbilt?
Usually those are give-me games for
LSU,
UT.
though.
They're not going to beat LSU.
No.
And I don't know if they can beat Kentucky either.
I don't either. With a 5-2 record?
I don't know if they're going to be able to do it because they should have beat South Carolina and they didn't.
Okay, but Southern Miss, they could up and slap us.
That might be the one win we get right there. The way they're playing, they will have to improve dramatically to pick up any more wins.
In the past, Kentucky's been very good at winning in November.
Tennessee has, you mean?
Tennessee.
Yes.
And that's the reason is because of the scheduling.
Yeah, the schedule gets much easier in November. So you're why.
You're past Georgia and Florida and Alabama.
Exactly. October and September is tough. November is easy. Well, usually. This year, that's all out the window, though, because you just don't know which Tennessee team's going to show up.
Well, have you seen a good Tennessee team?
Not.
In any of our wins...
They barely beat UMass, Papa.
17 to 14, they won a 3-point. No, 17 to 13, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's pitiful. That is so sad.
They did score really good against Georgia Tech.
Yeah, now that's a big win, and now more than ever, I'm surprised they was able to beat Georgia Tech.
Me too. Georgia Tech has not rolled over and played dead for anybody else.
No.
But we've not played good football since Georgia
then.
Tech.
No. Nope, not at all.
The team performance on the field, defensively and offensively, has been, as Mr. Warden used to say, plumb pathetic.
Amen to that. I agree.
Mr. Jamie Warden was our football coach for many years, and he would say sometimes, well, that's just plumb pathetic.
Oh, the UT is plumb pathetic right now.
But now, if they were to win tomorrow,
I don't even care. He still needs to go.
I still say they could win out. If you win out, you'll get a bowl. If they win 3 more games, they'll get a bowl.
That's not good enough.
And if they get a bowl game and win it, they could wind up with 9-4, the same as the last 2 seasons. Won't that save his job?
No. And you know it won't. He's done. Well, that's it for sports. We'll be back after the break with some Albertology. And we'll have Sawyer and CJ here as well, telling some jokes. Sawyer will be talking about selling his eggs over at the farmer's market.
Or fishing.
Or fish. You really never know what Sawyer's going to say. So we'll We'll just have to wait and see. But that's coming up next, folks, right here on the Albert and Billy Show. Welcome back to the Albert and Billy Show on WUAT and Channel 18 Valley TV. It's time for Albertology. And, of course, we got special guests Sawyer and CJ here as well. We'll be talking to them about their Halloween plans and just catch up with them. It's been a while since they've been on the Albert and Billy Show, so welcome back.
Thank you.
We've had some people ask about them too.
We have, absolutely.
You could say they're in demand.
They're in demand.
Okay.
They are.
Albertology. Coming up on Tuesday. What is Tuesday?
Halloween.
Halloween.
Spider-Man said it's
Halloween.
Halloween.
Also October the 31st.
Yes.
October the 31st. 500 years ago, this Tuesday, Martin Luther walked up to the door of the church, the All Saints Church in Wittenberg, Germany. He was a Roman Catholic priest. He had been a lecturer, and he posted on the door of that church 95 theses of things that he saw that was wrong, that needed to be changed.
Wait, 95 what?
Theses, ideas that he had.
You know what I thought he said, right? Feces is what I thought you said. Oh, wow.
I can only call them what they are. They're theses, Theses.
I'm with you now. I'm with you.
And he wanted the people that were over the Catholic Church. Catholicism ruled the world back then. They had control of people's minds.
Really?
And he was a Roman Catholic. But he found things in the Bible that he understood after all the years he had been in the Catholic Church that he wanted to protest. And so he stuck those 95 ideas of his on the door of that church so that the people were over him could read them and understand just where he stood. His thinking came from Romans chapter 1 verse 17. The just shall live by faith. And he had thought all his life what they had taught him that he could make it by his works, by his own righteousness.
Really?
And he finally understood from reading the Bible himself that he not only was wrong, but the Roman Catholic Church was wrong. So on that day, October the 31st, 500 years ago, he became the #1 leader in the Protestant Reformation. Protestant is what Baptists are, what Methodists are. It's what Church of Christ, Church of God. But when you put the word Protestant and break it down, the first word in it is protest.
Never thought about that. Wow.
This is Albertology. He wanted the Roman Catholic Church to see the truth of the Bible. And so he posted it on that door of that church. Well, guess what?
What?
The Roman Catholic Church didn't like it.
I bet.
So they brought him on the carpet to get him to recant, to apologize, and say, you're wrong. But instead, he did not. He stood his ground, and he was described as a heretic by the Roman Catholic Church. And so for 500 years, there has been this chasm between the Roman Catholic Church and the Protestants, the people that protested, and it has grown during those 500 years to the point that they coexist now.
Yeah.
They coexist. But it was Martin Luther that stepped out on faith and defied the Roman Catholic Church by himself, no one with him.
Wow.
But he had been led to do that because of his study of the Scriptures. He felt like he didn't have to depend on anything other than faith alone and God's grace.
That's true. But that was brave. Very brave.
Brave. But he was going to try. He tried to change the Roman Catholic Church. That's one thing he wanted to win them over his way of thinking, but they did not kowtow.
They were stubborn.
Well, they're still around. They're still around, aren't they? They're still around.
Yeah.
Faith alone and justification by faith. There's nothing else that gets a man right with God other than grace and faith. And he didn't care to let people know about it. But he posted those 95 theses on the door of that church in Wittenberg, Germany, 500 years ago.
That's interesting.
Now let me
didn't know that.
Well, I'm glad that you learned something.
I learned something new today.
How many of you know who Charles Schulz was? Charles Schulz has been dead for a few years.
He was creator of Charlie Brown, the Peanut characters.
He was the creator. I have a little quiz for you on those of you that are out here now listening.
Oh, I hope I aced this one like I did the last one.
Well, you don't have to. I'm just going to let people know. What was Charlie Brown's position? Now, let me tell you, Charles Schulz, on November the 26th of this year, he will be 94 years old. Would have been 94 years old. But whenever he stopped, whenever he died, his creation stopped. But you can still see it. It's carried on by someone else other than him.
Yeah.
Reproductions, I guess. I like to draw some of their characters.
I know.
I like to draw them. But what was Charlie Brown's position on the baseball team? Was it pitcher, center fielder, shortstop, or second base? You people out there, tell me.
Sawyer, do you know?
Yes.
What?
Catcher?
No.
Pitcher?
Pitcher.
Good job, Sawyer.
Question number 2. To whom does Marcy refer as Sir? Is it Charlie Brown? Is it Linus? Is it Peppermint Patty? Or is it Franklin?
Spider-Man, who is it?
Charlie Brown.
No, Peppermint Patty.
I know, I just want to give him a
Listen,
chance.
she calls her Sir. Don't you remember?
Why did she do that, though?
I don't know. Charles Schulz did that. I didn't have anything to do with it.
Well, I know that, Papa.
Question number 3.
I just thought they might would have
In
said.
what state is the site for this story that Charlie Schulz came up with? Is it Pennsylvania, Minnesota, South Dakota, or Nebraska?
I know you don't know, but you can take a guess.
I'm guessing Nebraska.
It's Minnesota, close to it, Minnesota.
I was going to say Minnesota. I really was going to guess.
I knew that. I don't know why. Question number 4. Who was piano player Schroeder's favorite composer? Was it Beethoven, Chopin,
I know it.
Mozart, or Wagner?
You know this one?
Yes. Beethoven.
Yeah!
Well, good
Way to
job,
go,
Sawyer.
sir.
Good job.
And I knew that one.
I didn't think
Believe
you'd
it or
know
not.
that. Good job.
I've been
Question-
watching it for a long time.
Right.
Question number 5. How much does Lucy charge at her psychiatric stand? Is it 25 cents, 45 cents, 5 cents, or free?
I know it.
Spider-Man. We'll let Spider-Man try
25.
this. Sawyer.
What do you think?
5 cents.
5 cents is right.
Boy, you're a Charlie Brown expert.
Last
aren't you?
question. Last question on Charlie Brown. Good old Charlie Brown.
Good old
What
Charlie
Christmas
Brown.
carol do the Peanuts characters hum and sing at the end of the Charlie Brown Christmas, which was 1965 when it first aired? Which song? Is it Silent Night? Is it Away in the Manger? Is it O Little Town of Bethlehem? Or is it Hark the Herald Angels Sing?
Do you know it, Sawyer? You're holding your hand up, so let's hear it, bud. If you get it wrong,
I forgot what I was going to say.
Is it Hark the Herald Angels
Yes,
Sing?
it is.
Yes.
Very good. Okay.
Dang it.
Fats Domino.
Fats Domino passed away.
Fats Domino died. Was it yesterday?
Yes. Yes.
And Fats Domino was fat. He was 5'5". How tall are you, CJ?
5 foot.
He was 5'5", weighed 200 pounds.
Just come out with it, Papa. Fats Domino was fat.
The first song he recorded was Fat Man.
Was it?
Yeah. Yeah, you don't believe me, do you?
Well, I don't remember that.
Well, no, you don't. But
hey, he was
but he came when he came
great
out,
entertainer.
when he came out with Blueberry Hill.
Yeah.
That's when I fell in love with him. He was one of the leaders in the movement for rock music.
Yeah, definitely. He was 89.
That's how old he was. But during his lifetime, and he fell into relative obscurity, but had a comeback in some later years. But he sold 110 million records. 110 million.
Worldwide, that's great.
That's great. But Blueberry Hill was, I guess, well, let me tell you what it did. Blueberry Hill was put into the library of Congress's National Recording Registry. They wanted that part of his career and his life to be recognized for what it contributed to the field of music. Blueberry Hill.
Didn't he sing Twist and Shout, or was that Chubby Checker?
Might have been Chubby Checker, because that's not listed as one of his.
Okay, maybe that's Chubby Checker then.
Some of the others are Ain't That a Shame?
Yeah.
I remember that one real well. And he also did I'm Walking. Yes, indeed, I'm Walking.
Oh, yeah. I like that one.
And Shake, Rattle, and Roll.
Yeah.
He's known
Remember
for
that one?
But he taught himself to play on a piano all the different types of music. So he
self-taught. Wow.
Self-taught. He did the ragtime and the blues and the boogie woogie. The boogie woogie was it got to be famous when I was in high school.
That might be where that expression comes from then. Boogie woogie.
But he quit school when he was 14 years old.
Whoa.
Went to work in a factory, and he wanted to play. He wanted to sing, but he got for working in the factory, he got $3 a day.
He's making big money.
And he played. He played at night and sang at night at wherever they let him.
I'm sure, yeah.
And one of the recording studios after I don't know 1949, he was about 21 years old. They heard him, Imperial Records, and they put him to a contract, and the rest is history.
Paid off.
Fats domino.
It's amazing that he made it dropping out of school at 14.
But he had a job. But these people that make it, they don't make it because somebody passed by on the street and picked them up.
No.
They had a job, and they did this in spare time.
And they worked very hard at it.
Joblessness in September, Tennessee, 3% unemployed. If you told me that we were going to get that low, I would not have believed you.
No.
Tennessee's 3%.
I'm surprised at that.
Well, the U.S. average is 4.2. So, but Tennessee's they've been diligently working. The governor has, and other people in other communities, they've been working hard to get these other countries to come over here and build a factory instead of us going over there and building a factory.
I like that idea. We need that.
Well, I think it's paid off too.
That's good. I'm glad to hear that.
You got some people.
Tired of these factories going to other countries. It's not right.
Okay.
Not right.
Lala.
Oh, Lala, a.k.a. Linda Kilgore.
Thanks to the American Warriors. This is the author of this is unknown. She doesn't ascribe it to herself. She just says, I don't know who did this, but she thought it's pretty.
Okay.
From the colonists who rebelled to the soldiers of today, my thanks be to you. I know not what else to say. Since the words I do not have to give the tribute that is due, so a simple heartfelt thanks sincerely I give to you. Thanks to our American heroes, whose devotion is second to none, whose courage and braveness alone caused many battles to be won. Only because of you and the price you willingly did pay, only because of you, Old Glory still flies today. I thought in conjunction with the flag tribute we did last week, And you're not going to believe this, but I taught school today as a substitute for Mrs. Becky Ridley.
Did you?
The subject that they were studying
Was what?
Colin Kaepernick and the President of the United States
Wow.
was their subject.
Well, they should just watch this show. We've covered that.
I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it.
I can't either.
But that's what they were studying.
Well, we've definitely covered that for sure.
Okay, let me tell you some other things she says.
Do two of them, and then we'll.
Patriotism is
talk these
easy to
youngins here.
understand in America. It means looking out for yourself by looking out for your country. That's Calvin Coolidge.
Okay.
Harry Truman said this: you know that being an American is more than a matter of where your parents came from. It's a belief that all men are created free and equal, that everyone deserves an even break.
That's true.
He was the president of the United States
Yeah,
when we dropped the atomic bomb on Japan and
that's true.
brought the war to a close.
Absolutely.
Second World War.
I believe that would do it, wouldn't it?
It did it. It did it.
All right. Well, we have two special guests with us today, Papa, as you viewers and listeners have noticed, because we've been hearing them talk a little bit. We've asked them a few questions. Sawyer, you tore it up on that trivia, that Charlie Brown trivia.
Yeah.
About that.
Charlie Brown, expert in the house, folks.
Not too bad at growing eggs and growing
Yeah.
chicks that lay eggs and fishing.
He loves to fish, don't you?
Yes.
You love to fish. But I want to hear about your eggs for a minute real quick. I know you sell them at the farmer's market every Saturday. Now I need you to scoot up. Get right in that microphone for me there.
Yes.
And let's talk about these eggs. Where do you get eggs?
From my chickens,
From your chickens. How many chickens do you have?
27, and I got 18 chicks.
27 and 18 chicks.
You're raising future hen layers?
Yes.
Egg layers.
Yes. You could call them that.
Hens lay eggs. So you've got
Yeah, and
chicks.
roosters don't.
There you
Part of
go.
your chicks may be roosters?
Yes.
Well, why don't you just have females so they'll all lay eggs?
Well, you need sometimes roosters for
Yeah.
breeding.
There you go.
You know, you're a pretty smart
Way
fella.
to tell him, Sawyer.
Pretty smart fella.
Do you take care of your chickens every day?
Yes.
Do you feed them every day?
Yes.
You do it yourself?
Sometimes.
Do you water them?
Trick question like that.
Not every time.
But they have to have water.
Yes, I know.
Do you eat the eggs yourself?
Mm-mm.
Oh! You don't even believe in eating your own eggs?
Probably good.
I saved the brown eggs for the farmer's market.
Okay, so you're
Ah.
selling brown eggs at the
Yeah.
farmer's market.
I don't get any white eggs.
All right.
Do you think that the people that buy your eggs down there, that they'll eat them? Why else would they buy them? But you
Yes,
don't eat
They've
eggs.
been saying they're great.
You're getting some good feedback on your eggs then. That's good.
But now I've been cutting up egg cartons
Mm-hmm.
to make 6 egg cartons.
Yeah.
And they're $1.50.
$1.50. How much are your eggs at the farmer's market?
$2.50.
$2.50.
For 12 eggs?
Yes.
Wow.
And you're there every Saturday, pretty much, right?
I came
From
down there
8 to
one
12.
Saturday to buy some eggs, and you were already gone.
They love my eggs and they just stop by and get them.
You can't help it, can you?
No.
They're in high demand.
I like brown eggs. The
Yeah.
yolk is darker.
That is true.
Dr. Keto that used to be here as a practicing
Yeah,
doctor.
for years and years.
They were from the Philippines, and his wife wanted all the brown eggs that I could sell her at the store. And farmers would bring eggs to us to sell.
Okay.
So when I got brown eggs, she said, I want them all.
Well, let me tell you, that woman can flat out cook.
Oh, I loved her cooking.
Mary Rose Keto.
Yes. So his eggs would be what she would be tickled to death.
Exactly. What are you going to be for Halloween tomorrow, Sawyer?
Colonel Sanders.
That's awesome. I wish you'd have come today dressed as Colonel Sanders. That would have been great. But we'll see him tomorrow. We're filming tomorrow our Halloween episode at Boo Bash, and we're going to see you there, aren't we?
Yes. And I have 3 costumes.
You have what now?
3 costumes.
3?
Yeah. Because one's for school.
One's for school.
One's for Halloween.
Halloween will be on October the 31st.
Wait, you're going to be Colonel Sanders each time or somebody different each time?
Somebody different.
Whoa. You are going all out.
I have Wolfman and a fishing costume.
So you're going to be a fisherman.
Yes.
That suits you to a T right there.
I like that.
And the Wolfman.
Yeah.
But you're going to be Colonel Sanders tomorrow?
Yeah.
That's the one I want to see.
Now, I told you about the Wolfman. Lon Chaney played the Wolfman.
That's...
I knew that.
Yeah, boy, knew that. Lon Chaney.
So, did you know he made Frankenstein too?
Yes, I knew that too.
Wow.
You must be a great-grandson. He must be a great-grandson of mine.
You just made Papa's day, Sawyer.
I didn't tell him that.
I know.
But he ain't.
He's Spider-Man. All right, Spider-Man. We hear you got some good jokes for us. It's about time you come back to see us.
I got some good jokes too.
Do you?
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's hear CJ's. He's come prepared with some jokes, and
he's Spider-Man today. He looks good.
Okay, so why didn't the zombie go to school?
let's get you closer up here. Come right here. Now say it again for the listeners.
Why didn't the zombie go to school?
Why didn't the zombie go to school? Well, I guess because he's dead.
No.
Why is it?
He felt rotten.
Yeah.
That's true. That's a good one. All right. What else?
Why did the skeleton go to the barbecue pit?
Why did the skeleton go to the barbecue pit? Why did the skeleton go to the barbecue pit?
Oh, because he wanted to be cooked.
Nope.
Why?
He want to get a spare rib.
Oh. All right. What's your next one?
Where is the best place to build a haunted house?
Where is the best place
Next to a
to
cemetery.
build a haunted house? That
No.
would be good. That would be creepy. Where is the best place?
At a dead end street.
Ah, I had that one.
If you really think about these, you could get them, but
But it's on the tip of your tongue, but you can't say it.
I know.
Boy, I got some good jokes.
Well, hang on.
So I have a riddle for you.
A riddle. Okay, let's hear it.
If I eat, I live. If I drink, I die. What am I?
If I eat, I live. If I drink, I die. What am I? A vampire?
Nope.
I know they drink blood.
If
Never
I eat,
mind.
I live. And if I drink, I die.
Do you know this one, Allie?
It's very simple. I'm very.
I know they're too simple. That's why we can't get them. What is it?
Fire.
Shoot. Really?
Fire?
Yeah.
I'd never thought of that.
You feed a fire flame. You
feed the fire.
Fuel. You feed it fuel.
That is true. That is true.
Okay. Why don't they put advertisements on the Hulk?
Why do they not put advertisements on the Hulk?
Mm-hmm.
Because he would break them.
Yeah.
No.
He would, Tear them up. Rip them off. I don't know.
He's
What is it?
basically a giant banner. Boost banner.
Oh.
Josh, you're so good. You are good.
He's good at them, isn't he?
Yes.
You got to be
yes.
smart to figure them out. Haven't you?
Okay.
Yes.
How do you make a witch itch?
How do you make a witch itch?
That's ramen.
Oh, it is, isn't it? How do you make a witch itch, Sawyer? I don't know. Do you? Tickle her?
No.
Cleaners on her broom.
No.
That's a good guess, though. How do you make a witch itch,
You
Spider-Man?
take the W out.
Wow. Really? You gotta be kidding me right now.
Do we look stupid?
That was a clever one right there now.
Oh gosh, he's good.
But that one was as simple as it could be.
Yeah.
I know they're too simple and you can't get them. Okay.
Okay, so why didn't the mummy have any friends?
Why
Oh,
did the mummy not have any friends?
because he's a mommy.
No.
No, he's all wrapped up in himself.
You got that! Good job, Papa! He
Number
does
one,
need an applause for that.
Why aren't you telling us that?
She needs to help us cheat, don't she?
Maybe
Yeah.
my point is to make people look dumb. Who
Oh, listen
Well,
They're
you
so
did a good
simple.
job. You did a good job.
You got any
Okay.
more?
What is a useless room for a ghost?
Oh.
A useless what?
Room.
A useless room for a ghost.
I think because they go through it.
No.
Oh
A
gosh.
bedroom, they don't ever sleep.
No.
That's a good guess, though. A kitchen, they don't ever cook.
No.
Oh gosh.
That's a good guess, too. I know it's going to be simple, dadgummit, but I cannot think of it.
A living room.
Shoot! Dang it! We all should have got that.
Yes.
That's a good one, CJ. Is that your last one?
Yes.
Well, that one was the best right there.
Oh, well,
Of
I
course, a
like all
ghost would not have no use for a living room because they're not living.
It's dead.
Can you hear my jokes now?
Oh, you can tell a joke.
What do you call a cow with no legs?
A cow with no legs, Papa. A hamburger.
Ground beef.
Got it.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
I like
Why
that.
did they go? Why did the duck go quack quack?
Why does a duck go quack quack? I don't know. You got to guess, Spider-Man?
No, I heard the last one before.
Oh, okay. Cheater. Tell us, Sawyer.
A duck quack.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the reason they go quack quack.
Yes, because a duck's quack. Because ducks
Oh.
quack.
Right.
That was so simple.
Well, that was very simple. So simple, I didn't get it. All right. Well, I'm glad you guys came and hung out with us today. And I'm assuming we'll be seeing you both tomorrow.
Maybe.
Maybe for Spider-Man. We're going to see Sawyer as Colonel Sanders tomorrow at the Blue Bash, correct?
Yes.
So we'll be seeing you again because we'll be there filming. Me and Papa are guest judges for the costume contest. So you better get on our good side. Maybe we'll hand out a little cash, right, Papa?
Well,
He's to bribe the judges.
did you know that there's a vote
Yeah.
and I'm in first place and you can win $100?
Well, that's real good. What are we voting on?
I don't know.
What?
Oh, just the stuff from Goodwill.
Yeah.
The most stuff that looks good on a kid.
Got you. Well, you are a former winner of the costume contest. You did win it the first year they had Boo Bash.
Yes.
You're a pirate.
Yes.
Papa's going to be
Yeah,
a
that's
pirate
what- that's-
tomorrow.
That's what they're voting on. A pirate.
Yeah, okay. Well, me and Papa's going to be judges, so we'll be voting.
What do you want to be?
The Mask of Zorro.
What's that?
Well, you'll find out tomorrow. Papa's going to be a pirate this year, Sawyer. Yep. So you'll have to judge our outfits too. But he'll be in the costume contest tomorrow, and you'll get to see that here on the Albert and Billy Show because we'll be at the Boo Bash filming there, Papa. I'm ready.
We'll have to be here tomorrow. Well, we'll be filming at 6 tomorrow.
That's right. And I'm ready for it. That'll be a fun episode. So be sure to tune in for that.
And real quick,
Spider-Man.
I want to say this. So, to go see good gaming videos, go to my YouTube channel, Awesome Gaming 1763, or the link will be in the description. Thanks to our producer, Ali Pusley.
Well, Ali, so CJ's got his own YouTube channel now. So check it out. And you can also check us out on YouTube, as always. Just type in the Albert and Billy Show YouTube, and you can watch all of our episodes. So thanks for watching us on YouTube, Channel 18 Valley TV, and thanks for listening on WUAT AM 1110. That's it for the Albert and Billy Show.
See you, folks.
Thank you, guys.